So as a heads up, the construction stuff that I mentioned going on downstairs, it sounds like it's starting to pick up again. I am wearing a sound dampening headset. So if you guys are starting to hear that kind of stuff, let me know. I'm feeling it in my feet before I'm hearing it in my ears. But just in case, like if it's starting to become annoying, I may have to call stream early today and do a mini stream tomorrow. Like just then, I thought I felt it in my feet. I'm not sure if you guys heard anything. Hopefully with my mic setup, it shouldn't be obvious, but some of that stuff they're doing is pretty loud. So, anyway, moving on to the next scenario. Near Old Bay Tower Base. Kiriko, so this is where you were. Fiana's treatment's taking a while. Yeah, not so much taking a while as trying to keep it from getting worse. But it's still better than her being stuck in a Astraeus like that. Akido, I never thought you were the type to check in on someone. Oh, I invited him. Don't forget how Fiana helped us out back in Astraeus. Her and Angela. I just wanted to see what hospitals are like on Earth. Why can't you just say you were worried about Fiana? Huh, is that right? Now you mention it, you did go out of your way to save her in Astraeus. Well, that Ballarat PS had her as a hostage. Kiriko would have been done if I hadn't. Think what you mean to say in your mission would have been done for someone is... Yeah, okay, hold on. Why can't I read this sentence? Think what you mean to say is your mission wouldn't have been done or if someone else had got Kiriko. Even now, I can still remember what Fiana said back then. What it means to live. I still don't get it. The Infinite Haven schedule about to be filled up. Glad we can see Fiana up before then. Tell him true, Frenty. I'm in full agreement, Ed. We saw it back in the infirmary, though. Looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Guy told me the building here is something special. It was the Primeval's first attack. It demolished Bay Tower Base, right as the center of G Island City. It pains me to say that there are no plants restored at the moment. Well, that's that, I suppose. This planet already has its hands full. You've got Earthlings fighting each other, plus a bunch of weirdos and aliens on the attack. I'd love to mark this one down as someone else's problem, but with the Infinite Haven taking care of us, well, we do have Fiana's treatment to worry about. But I doubt anyone in the Infinite Haven would mind if you and your friends skip out, Angela. But we need to make contact with the UND if we want to get back to Astraeus Galaxy. And I think the best way to make that happen is to work with the Infinite Haven. Though it would also be a lot simpler if you accepted the UND's invitation. Don't be shy. Just tell them you like your life in the Infinite Haven. Exactly. It wouldn't be so bad spending the rest of your life on Earth, would it? You don't have to get so angry. Who said I was angry? I'm just having trouble with the fact that I can't say you're wrong. Oh. Coming to the solar system. I used to live in Diva, but now it feels so confined. Were you bragging about all those things you experience in the virtual world? It's true that I could experience almost anything in Diva if I had access to enough memory. I've listened to gamma ray bursts 10 billion light years away. I felt the brush of subatomic particles against my fingertips. That sounds amazing. I can't even picture it. Neither can I. And I still don't know whether it was real or not. I'm just too used to this material body. Like, maybe I can't believe anything unless I feel it against my own skin. Of course you can't. This body gets hungry and tired. Injuries hurt, and it's useless when you get sick. But you're alive. It's like you're speaking to my heart. Fiana told me something similar. Fiana. And I think I'm getting it. Feeling alive means being right up against the fear of death. If it's a feeling that life in Diva is completely detached from, and it feels strange now. You've changed, Angela. Like you didn't have a part in it, you with your flesh and blood bodies. It's had an effect on me. The way I see it, you being so close to death all the time made you relics of humanity's days gone by. And what do you think now? Eating good food, listening to music, sweating and dirty but still smiling, living in the now, seeing you like that. Makes you want to live like us? Of course not. I mean, I'm Diva System Security. More like a diva. You gotta live with how you want. March you to be your own drummer. And what's the point of doing your mission in a galaxy all the way out here? You're with Kiriko now, and Front of Cedra now. Weren't they your targets? Well, when you put it that way, between you and me, I'm still trying to figure out when I should backstab the captain. Are you seriously still on that? Take a load off, Angela. The mission's a bust for now, so you might as well focus on living. Sounds like something a delinquent agent would say. But maybe you're right. This planet's culture suits me. Really? I like the desserts here and all, but it feels better back in Astraeus. I'm right there with you. Maybe I feel more at home when the air's dirtier. It would seem that those of the Astraeus Galaxy have varied reactions. Yeah, okay, that's, yeah, I could see that. And would you like to know the answer? Rudy picks Exalto. Pyra and Mithra are their names. You just pop up whenever, don't you? Well, promoting my name and face is a critical part of my business. Real workaholic, aren't you? But you came at the right time. Do you mind telling us why you sent the Arcadia to Astragius? That's a trade secret, which means my lips are sealed. Of course, we could just beat the answer out of you. In which case, it's our time to shine. You stop right there! I can't pretend that I've been entirely innocent this whole time. And while I did say it was a secret, I've been thinking of talking to you about it on the moon. The moon? I'd like to tell you a bit about the relationship between Earth and Astragius. And secondly, I'd like to help facilitate you in communicating with Diva, Angela. I can't help but feel responsible for bringing you to Earth in the course of our work. Contacting Diva? Welcome to Scenario 27, Paradise and the Expelled. The series Angela's from is literally called Expelled from Paradise. And there you are! Confirmed. It's a UND ship. That must be why Rudy designated this point. Prehistoric solar system civilization ruins. And there couldn't have been something like that here on the moon. But there couldn't have been something like that on the moon. The ruins are intended for a special purpose. They reside in another dimension otherwise. UND took steps to anchor it to this dimension. So that thing controls the wormhole that connected the solar system to Astragius. Precisely. A wormhole connecting the solar system to Astragius. And it was thanks to that we got thrown between galaxies, all the way to Astragius within a blink of an eye. So that means the ancient civilization must have used the wormhole. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And now, as I'd like to move on to business, we'll be paying you a visit. Understood. Make the space a large one. I'll need as many people as possible to hear. We'll prepare both the wormhole and a hyperspace communication line for you, Angela. The wormhole is connected to the Astragius galaxy, which means you can access Diva. And now I'd like to begin this conference. Let us speak on the future of UND and of Earth. Later, Angela. It's been nice knowing you, and you guys too. I could say the same. You always have the most interesting things to say. I was just glad to see someone eat my cooking with such gusto. Plus, you played with me and Nine. Will you be leaving for good, Angela? Well, my mission is finished. I'm planning on it. Anyway, shouldn't you guys be at the UND conference instead of here? Oh, who cares about Rudy? We should be here to see you off, Angela. Saying goodbye to verbal abuse and bad attitude, huh? You made for some great banter. Stay safe, Angela. Make sure you put aside some memory to remember us. Don't forget the food here, either. Not the dressings. He's here, damn it. The sauce or the mayonnaise. I hope you'll meet again someday out there among the stars. In fact, we'll come to see you once we get through this fight. This is a little goodbye until then. Well, I believe your day will come. You're the first back to Astragius. I have to say I'm a little jealous. Well, it's not so much going back as taking her consciousness while her body stays, right? Something only possible for the digitized. Angela Balzac, what will happen to your body once you make it back to Diva? Your material body shuts down once your avatar has been transferred. And once my mission's officially complete, I'll send a telomere shortening code to take care of the rest. So it turns into a husk and possibly just goes poof? And this is why goodbyes with Diva agents are the worst. Leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Well, I might be stuck with this body again if they decide to add on to my mission. So make sure you take care of it. You got it. Frontier Settler, I just want to be sure. You aren't going to interfere with Diva again, are you? Well, I do wish to gather a crew for the Genesis Art. I will only pick from them from willing applicants. This Genesis Art. It's a spaceship, right? What are you going to do with it? I would suppose the answer is stored within my damaged memory. In which case, I would need to make physical contact with the ship and download my mission again from the master data. I'm going to be reporting you to system security. Don't think you can run or hide once you're back in Astragius. If you want to gather a crew, then you'll have to go through Diva administration. I appreciate your sympathetic judgment, Angela Balzac. Anyway, good luck. At least the mission's done with. True. Hey, Kiriko, the reason why Diva's after you? I'm gonna find out. And once I do, I'll come back one more time and... not interested. I thought you'd say that. Say hi to Fiona for me. I really hope she gets better. I'll let her know. Oh, and since Diva feedback on all those rich experiences you had, you're exactly what they said you were. A capable delinquent with a penchant for rebellion. You're two handfuls of trouble. So you're fed up with our contact? Nope. I hope we work again someday. Well, I'll be going. Though we're starting later than anticipated, I would like to greet you again. Salutations, everyone. It is I, Rudy Pixie Zalto, which I'm sure you know by now. Like we need an introduction. I think we'd like to hear about the people you brought with you first. You talking about us? Fuck! Ah, that visceral, hateful reaction every time I see this asshole and his stupid turtle tattoo on his fucking chest that he has to show off to everybody! It's like an... I hate the Yazan. Yazan. So you went and joined up with the UND, Yazan. Well, he and the rest of us got scouted by them. Wolfgang! Which means that my beauty is known throughout the cosmos. Wolfgang and Catherine Vuitton. As you can see, there are a lot of new employees. This lot are now employees of the UND. And others, though not present today, have also accepted our invitations, their contract formally signed. And here I thought Mr. Zone was one of a kind. It's more than your version of being scouted. It's simply incomprehensible to me. No one is asking you to be a lackey. Our only wish is to have you in our employ. So you'll leave the Earth alone if we just hand you the quark drive. Raimi. I want an answer, Rudy Pixie Zalto. Raimi, was it? I'm not quite sure what you're asking me, to be honest. That treasure UND wants. I'm saying you're telling us to give you the quark drive. That's what we brought to Earth. We thought it could help protect it. Well, you seem to be quite mistaken. I can tell you UND has no use for the quark drive. What? The quark drive developed on planet Darkness is quite a powerful system. It's valuable for that in itself. The anti-proton cycle we use at UND, however, is considerably more cost-effective. So what treasure are you? The Earthlings themselves, of course. What? You want Earthlings? But why? Of course, the Earthlings don't know their own value. Don't you find it strange? Able to fight mobile weapons with not an iota of experience? Only a stone's throw from so many who can contend with ace pilots with little or no training to speak of. Now that you mention it, every person on this planet has unparalleled potential as a soldier. They just need the motivation. Add in a sprinkle of mind control and anyone could be a preeminent soldier. Which means you didn't pick former director Sego and the others for any particular reason. Indeed, they were chosen largely at random to make a sampling of Earth's latent talents. And the results were exactly as we expected. Which would make the UND's goal to make every Earthling a soldier. A deliverable fighting force to all manner of organizations. Collection and cultivation of strength. Using it to undertake combat operations. This is what the UND is about. You're telling us you want us to be mercenaries for whole galaxies? Ooh, we're quite different from the warmongering louts you imagine. Our organization treats war as a business. For us, combat operations are no more than a path to profit. And what did sending us to Astragius have to do with your goal? At this point in time, the highest demand for military strength is centered around the Astragius galaxy. With a force of 8 billion Earthlings in the UND's upper echelon, we'd be able to deploy them in a 4-to-6 ratio in Astragius and its surrounding galaxies. Danny, you seem to forget the part where the child they dispatched, he did pretty good on his own at first, but then when his mental state got a little too much, they zapped him and basically altered his mental state, and he became way better as a pilot. Like she said, a sprinkle of mind control. They only need to do a little bit. For some reason, humanity is, in this universe at least, is real good at adapting and becoming soldiers, especially in piloted units. What, you think we're gonna help you bring war to more galaxies? And 8 billion people? That means making a soldier of every man, woman, and child. As I've just explained, the treasure that is human talent is more in their lack of obstacles. A splash of training, a dash of learning. You can make a crack pilot from the smallest child or crone. It's miraculous. Talk about big business. Not that we're gonna let you. Go on and say it. This all leads to you conquering the Earth, right? That thought hasn't even crossed our minds. Earthlings are a premium product. I'd be seeing a pink slip if I brought civilians into a large-scale conflict. Profit is UND's bottom line. Inefficient strategies like total war are completely out of the question. which is why we started by calling upon those for especially considerable value. So that's why you scouted us, and you brought the ones who got on board here with you. Exactly, Sagiri. And Bree and Raimi, who knows so much about intergalactic war, to serve as a bridge between. Cut the crap. What the hell do you think humans are? I'm with Shion here. You think you're getting your way? Better think again. Still, while humans make very capable soldiers, you'd be facing certain defeat going against the UND here in the solar system. Pretty sure of yourself, aren't you? Earth weaponry. Those special weapons used are certainly strong in one respect, but even the keenest blade can't defeat 110 machine guns. The UND soldiers are of the highest caliber, and our resources are vast. You can't fight us. It is because of this that we can stand against the space monsters. Can't say I like you spelling out why us Earthlings lost. Especially when you've lost to us how many times already? It would seem my blunders have served to impair your judgment. Allow me to apologize for that. And now I shall rain on your parade by showing you what happens when we get serious. So you're saying you've already won? Crushing you would strike fear of the UND in the hearts of all on Earth. They'd be scrambling to sign contracts. Diva Central System Security. That concludes my report on Frontier Settler's identity and his illegal access. Remember, this is Angela, what she's supposed to, quote-unquote, look like. She didn't let her clone stay in the oven long enough when she took it over. A surprising report indeed. To hear there was Frontier Settler's removal from the Estrangis Galaxy to put an end to all his illegal access. Third Officer Angela Balzac, you deserve a commendation for your exemplary action in finding the truth. Thank you very much. Though we must hear an explanation as to why you saw fit to come back here in the midst of an unfinished mission. What? The mission of System Security is to locate the source of illegal access and make sure it does not happen again. Which is why I explained to Frontier Settler that his actions were harmful. He promised that he'd go through official channels from... What in the world are you saying? A computer program achieving consciousness and going utterly haywire? One could call it an unprecedented disaster. And you neglected it to come back. A censure is not nearly enough for such mind-boggling dereliction of duty. Wait, please. I know he may not be human, but he's intelligent enough for dialogue. My experience on Earth confirmed that. Earth, you say. The third planet in the solar system. What? Her contact with Kiriko Kuvi, and this sudden display of sympathy. Tell me something. Why did Diva target Kiriko for elimination? This is most unfortunate, Angela. Infringing on Diva's security matters of the highest confidentiality with the intent to divulge them. We have no choice but to deem you a risk. You are hereby stripped of your professional authority and all rights as a citizen of Diva. You'll be confined in the archives. An indefinite sentence, with no eligibility of parole through appeal. No, stop! The sentence has passed. Order has been preserved. Now to execute the new stage as per the terms of our pact. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen of Infinite Haven, this is who you'll be throwing yourselves against. That's an AT squadron. How low can you be, Rudy? You wouldn't drag Austrasians into your company? Pairing Austrasians with ATs gives you superior strength without having to break the bank. Thinking of human lives like a zero-sum game. Disgusting. You're going to attack. Scramble all units. Get to scramble 16. Okay, so I'm still missing out on like 2 units that I want to... Well, 1 unit I want to bring. No, her, definitely. Akido can step out. This'll do. So Yazan and his lot are no-shows. Now, Mr. Neva, I'll let you take it from here. UND's main force won't be engaging, it seems. They're probably using these ATs as cannon fodder to weaken us. What? They think we're gonna go down from some small fry like that? Careful, if you underestimate them, they're gonna get hurt. You heard Kiriko, right? War's never too far away in the Estrangis Galaxy. Yeah, and that's where these ATs come from. Throw out safety, forget about endurance. Simplify until you get the ultimate weapon. That's the AT. So whoever's in those things aren't your average Joes. You wanna know for sure? Let's just take a look at Kiriko. Stay sharp, people. Don't let their looks fool you. Got it! Hey, Kiriko, that AT, isn't that... the Neva guy, the Ballerant PS. Found you, Red Shoulder. UND hired me just so I could put an end to you. This is your burial ground. I've lived just to see this day. Looks like it brought some real winners to the solar system. We can't lose here. This is all to keep people safe from the UND, and to keep ourselves free. All units, commence the attack. Beat back those ATs. Any word from Angela? Nothing. They say no news is good news, but I don't know. Understood, Dingo. I will connect to Diva and try to find out what's going on. Wouldn't that be illegal access? Which is why I'll be extra sneaky this time. You're really something, you know that? Good map within 4 turns! Goal is to defeat all enemies! Let's get started. Time to zoom! Well, you can hold. You're aced. You can hold back a bit too. Also aced. They're very fast either, unfortunately. So, we gotta get moving. And again, I'm really sorry about all these drop frames today. I've dropped almost 2% of my frames over the course of this entire stream, and it's just been real consistently bad. My my internet provider sucks. I'm detecting gravity waves from the wormhole. Is something going to come out? Those are Aurons? Are those Aurons? So Angela's co-workers from the solar system. Came in the solar system. Those Aurons are treating the Infinite Haven as hostile. What's going on? Is it because we're on Kiriko's side? No idea. If they want to come at me, I'm not standing down. Neither are we. And if they're friends of Angela's, then they follow orders no matter what. Which makes the whole team of hard heads. Frontier Settler, what's going on with Angela? Third Officer Angela Balzac is confined under suspicions of treason. What? They arrested Angela? Why on earth would they even do that? Probably ticked off the big shots by asking them to spare Frontier Settler. That girl, or someone who likes to go on about efficiency and whatnot, should be honest to a fault. Come on, I thought she was smarter than that. If I may defend her, I don't believe that she did it for her own gain. And that's the thing. No logic to it at all. This just shows how much she likes you. There is a tendency for those who benefit from the illogical behavior of others to share their blessing with behavior equally illogical. Yeah, that's a pretty common sight in the Infinite Haven. I would love to engage in imitation of such human behavior. It's probably simpler than you think. By which you mean, putting it simply, a moral code. A moral code. And from now onwards, I'll act in accordance to the moral code of mine. I love Frontier Settler. He's such a good boy. So our enforcement team has made contact with the target. Angela Balzac flirted with heresy. She and all associated with her shall be eliminated. This is the pact we made. What do you mean, illegal access? Who allowed the incursion into Central System security? Incoming data. It's I'm! Is that a dog? Cyberspace, the archives. I was waiting for this. So remember how we mentioned way earlier that in this digital world in Diva, the less memory you have, the less impressive your avatar looks, and it could look uglier? This is what they meant. When you have almost no memory, you look like you're in fucking Minecraft, but like 2 foot shorter. But why? I didn't do anything wrong. Tell me why this is happening to me. Are you alright, Angela Balzac? Frontier Settler? What are you doing here? I requested Ed provide a disturbance when I came to rescue you. I must ask your forgiveness for breaking my promise in this decision and once again access Diva illegally. You're here to save me? According to Dingo, this action is based on a value system known as a moral code. You can't be serious. I'm sorry. I couldn't convince my superiors. They're planning on scrapping you. Their target included not only me, but every member of the Infinite Haven. What? They have sent a team of Aurons to the wormhole in the solar system. They're all... And it's my fault! Not a single one of them holds you at fault. That being said, if you do wish to return to the Infinite Haven and lend them aid, I'd be glad to assist you. Well, I've been stripped of citizenship and archived. I doubt I can go back to Diva. If that's how it's gonna be, Might as well stick with you and everyone else until the bitter end. Is this part of the moral code you were talking about? Thank you, Angela. That is very heartening. Well, now that that's out of the way, we need to get out of here. It's awfully cramped. And since I've given up on Diva, that material body is the only place I have left. That is true. Spending the rest of my life in a barbaric, filthy real world. Now I'm depressed. Now I know what a man and woman felt like when they got expelled from paradise. Why does secret space aliens inside a digital world know the fuck about Christianity? You'll find out later. Though it must be said that directly conveying your complete avatar data from within Diva will prove difficult. Well, setting a transmission is dangerous. We'll have to store it somewhere. This is the Diva Garrison near the entrance. There is a Diva Garrison near the entrance side of the wormhole. I found something there that might be just right. I endorse this option. I can't believe it. Another gravity wave reaction. Don't tell me there's more. Check out that acceleration. You go, New Auron. Upgraded unit. Is that you, Angela? Why does she look like that? She's even more of a kid now. It's less like a child and more like a child's doodling. There is nothing more than an icon that represents Angela. Still though, that's really, really bad. What else are we supposed to do? They compressed all my memory. Let's start by transferring your avatar data into your material body. Got it. What the hell is happening? Ed just sent a report. It's kind of hard to read, but it looks like Angela's had a falling out with her job. That's what she went with, huh? It's strange. It feels perfect being here. More than more than when I was in cyberspace. That means you're where you should be. Wasn't exactly my choice, though. You are right, Angela. Life, freedom, and a moral code. These things the real world taught me are completely right. That's why I'm gonna fight to protect it. I see. I'm sorry, guys. It's my fault Diva decided to go after you. Don't sweat it. We're all in the same boat. Of course we are. You're our friend, Angela. You guys. This is what they call a moral code, Angela. Right. I'm with you. Time to follow that moral code. This is Angela in the new Auron. It doesn't look like an orb anymore. Well, less like an orb, at least. It looks like they kind of just stretched out the parts. I still haven't given her upgrades. I forgot about that. Anyway, it has an extra power part slot. So that's nice. It also doesn't need the extra arms part anymore because its highest attack. That's more damage. Machine gun, missile pod, long barrel rifle, and high mobility attack, like a bunch of real robots in this series get. Attack point bonus if Neva and Angela fight. So why don't we make that happen, shall we? Wow, that unit has 7,300 health, and Angela's gonna kill it in one shot with her new attack. These reaction types are amazing. Go, Neuron! You'll find this unit is improved in more ways than simply its specs. What does that mean? When we connected to the Strangest Galaxy, I collected every bit of data that I could from the mainframe. As a result, my calculations backup has become 25.2% more precise. That is amazing! My self-evolution is not only for show. I can now make full use of the weapon containers by Purloin along with the new machine. Which means the two of us can do this, Angela. Alright, counting on you, Frontier Settler. Time to show off! She's so angry! I love that finisher. That last bit is what sells it for me. Ah, it's so good, isn't it? That's what I've been waiting for. She's real good. Alright, let's actually get the rest of our nonsense started, shall we? Funds Finder. Pirate Strategy. Fortunately, Tetsuya's not going to get any kills in because he's too far away. Same with Koji. Think? No? Hey, Koji gets a kill. I'm just gonna throw him in the Arcadia for now. Alright, you know what? I may have done that a little early. But if we make everybody go zoom, it'll help. Like, look at all these juicy guys over here. Guy is gonna have a fucking party. Get a crit? Nope. That's fine. Get a crit? Nope. Da-da-dum. Alright, weakened a bunch of units, so now when they attack us, they get murdered. Giving me more funds and more kills. Why didn't you attack anybody? Works for me here. Because Mido's way behind on kills. Ah! Out of range of the Eldora attack. Fine, earn me a bunch of money. Guy just needs one more kill. One more. There we go! So when he uses bravery instead of valor, he uses soul when you use bravery. That's up. It's not a very good ace bonus, I'll be honest. I mean, it still makes him really strong when you use bravery, I suppose. But for me, the difference between valor and soul is often kind of negligible. Because you're probably killing the motherfucker either way. Alright, so now we need all these Auron units to come to us. Yep, they're pretty much exactly like Angela's old unit. So yeah, we gotta get over there real fast. But Guy weakening everybody over there? Yes, very good. I mean, they're not wrong. If he's an American, at least, everything he likes probably has way too much butter in it. Nothing against you guys, but I'm fighting to live. I may have been expelled from paradise, but I'm not dead yet. Fucking railgun. She's not like the most powerful reel you'll get in this game, but she's pretty darn cool. I dig the style. And she, honestly, she's like a little Tyrannado. She has a support unit that gives her weapons for the situation, and then she attacks using those weapons. Oh crap, they're gonna use support defend. Fuck! Wasn't paying attention to that. Oh well. No more cells, huh? Guess I burned too much of it. Oh well. No more cells here either. Moustache. Man, this is a bad combination of these three all hanging out together. fine. Found you, Red Shoulder. This time you die for real. Let me say this. You brought Fiona into this. I can't let that pass. Persist, please. Good. Giving her a bunch of kills is not a bad idea. Persist again! But you're getting attacked a lot as well. Okay. Just keep persisting, you have a ton of SP. You. Persist because they're going to support defend and I won't kill the main unit. Sounds like a mother game, yep. I should have used Bullseye, that was dumb of me. Okay. And one more person who needs a kill. Alright. Everything else is just going to beating up this awful man. I don't care who it is. I'll kill anyone who gets in my way. That obsession of yours terrified me when we first met. But now I think I sort of see why you feel so strongly. And that's why I'm saying thank you. Thank you for showing me what it means to live. But I'm not letting you get Kiriko. I don't want to see Fiona looking sad. So the quark drive isn't what the UND are after. You know, Raimi, you don't have to feel responsible for any of this. Man, did you read my mind? Well, sometimes us accomplished ladies just know these things. I see then. So you know everything I'm thinking, like that thing and the other thing. Settle down, Raimi, I was just kidding. Thank goodness. Enough chit-chat. It's time for me and you to put a kibosh on the UND's business plans. Yes, ma'am. Special Section 3 is here to keep the Earth safe. I just want to see this animation again. Amy's is cute. And of course, who do you think is getting the kill on this asshole?
PS か終わらせる
Red Shoulder, you're dead meat. Remember this. As long as I'm still breathing, I'll make it my job to kill you. The AUND really sent in the clowns with this guy, huh? Thought I can't say Kiriko seems to be concerned. AT and Diva squadrons have been destroyed. What about the security officers? All disabled mechs have retreated to the wormhole. Let's hope they did. The wormhole, something's happening to it. Integrity of the aperture's at its limit, I bet. The wormhole has collapsed, which means the way the Astraeus galaxy is closed again. Are you okay, Angela? It's fine, honestly. This is where I belong. So I hope you guys don't mind me joining you. What the hell are you doing? What? It's the moral code pose. Frontier Settler taught it to me. And Dingo taught me. What? What's wrong, Noriko? It's... just forget it. That formal gesture. I've seen it in an old Japanese mafia movie. It's an interesting coincidence the Astraeus galaxy has the same gestures as Earth. Look, if you haven't had it spelled out for you yet, you put it together. I'm back. Quite the homecoming. You alright? Sure. Guess I'll be availing myself of your hospitality again. Don't sweat it. It's you, me, and Frontier Setter. We'll figure something out. Angela, what is it? You referred to yourself as someone who was expelled from paradise. Is Diva the paradise that you were referring to? It was, but maybe that's not the case anymore. The most precious place to me right now is the place I'm living now. That settles that, then. You better open it back up. We missed our chance to get back to Astraeus. Oh, quit your belly aching, or are you planning on leaving Fiona here? I didn't mean it like that. It's alright, Vanilla. Me and Fiona can manage alone. Why do you have to be so cold, Kiri? I suppose that makes us and Angela's group of a group birds of a feather. Are you unhappy, Kiriko? It's not that. It's what Tochiro says is right. It's tough to maintain and control the ruins that govern the wormhole. Hard to admit it, but the UND's pretty advanced when it comes to science. But they want to turn every Earthling into their own personal fighting force. But the good news is they aren't going for world domination or an indiscriminate attack. That's because Earthlings are a top shelf item. They wouldn't want to cut it down on their stock. But they did support a colony drop. That is a puzzler, isn't it? What I want to know is how they're planning on turning every Earthling into a soldier. It's hard to picture them holding one-on-one interviews and contract signings. They're definitely going to take control of the Earth and force people to fight, right? I doubt that, given how confident Rudy was at rejecting the idea. Well, now that we know what they're after, there's no time to sit around grumbling. You're right. We need to end this war as soon as we can and unite humanity. Uh-oh. Is that the alarm? The enemy decided to show up at a time like this? Everyone, can you hear me? This is Ruri Hoshino. We just received word from Nurgle. The Mars Polar Cap ruins, the largest ruins left by the prehistoric solar system civilization, have been taken over by Martian successors. What? We can surmise that this is related to Martian successors' large-scale operation. President Akatsuki told us some time ago. The Infinite Haven will be traveling to Mars in order to stop it. We'll need everyone to be ready. Akito, the time has come for me to end this once and for all. Alright. Got gunfight supporter. That we can buy. Congratulations, Guy! You've been officially recognized as a VTX Union Ace. Thanks, Remy. It's quite the honor. If it's okay with you, we're doing interviews with everyone who becomes an Ace pilot. Is now a good time? I realize you went to a lot of trouble setting this up, but I'm actually pretty famished right now. Oh, no worries. We made sure to cook you up some of your favorite. Gyudon Beef Bowl. Well, how can I say no to that? Ask me whatever you like. Okay then, what's your favorite word? Bravery. And your motto? Be brave. Well, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but thanks. Enjoy the beef bowl. You bet I will. Time for Benishoga, raw egg, and sashimi final fusion. Wow, I've never seen anyone mix a beef bowl together that fast before. Angela, I already sent the data you asked me to the new Aron. Thanks. Sorry for bothering you when you were getting ready to go to Mars. It's fine. Think of it as a housewarming gift for your new life. Why do you need your combat data from your time in Infinite Haven, Angela? My memories. Diva used to handle backups for them, but not anymore. So I want to keep them on hand, just in case I want to take a look. In that case, the battle today will commemorate the new and improved Angela. Your fight with the crayfish-looking AT made you some nice shots. Maybe worth some cash to fans? Exactly. Tune of $10,000. You don't see that every day, Angela. Interested in money? Well, I'm living in the real world now. I gotta toughen up. That's right. Today's your first day without a job. That's the only way to put it. Well, why don't you work for Specialist 3 as a part-timer? Thanks, but I want to take some time and figure out what I want to do. It's the only life I've got, after all. Alright, so we gotta go check out her new unit. The new Aron, because the extra arms are now useless. Hyper Reloader sounds good. All of her attacks use ammunition. Might as well just make sure she has max. There we go. Everybody had too low of rank of weapons, so might as well build it back up. Attack management. I need 3,600 for the next one. Okay, silver's been taken care of. Customization I care about for now is taken care of. Time to save.